Welcome to my recap. Here we see that, Broad mentions he will prohibit Luciel from running away before finishing his training. Luciel agrees reluctantly, realizing he has no other place to train. They agree on a monthly renewal contract, and Broad plans to shape Luciel during the first month before commencing real training. Luciel is grateful for the opportunity as he gets to have 3 meals a day along with the training, and he credits it to his monster luck ability. Luciel then goes to take a cold shower, and Broad asks him to go to the cafeteria after he is done. Nanaella arrives and Luciel is excited about some plot development, but she is just there to wash his dirty clothes. He refuses, not wanting a beautiful girl to touch his dirty clothes, and she assumes he doesn't want a beast folk to touch his clothes. He clears the misunderstanding, and she takes the clothes from his hands. He heads inside the cafeteria, and Broad presents a huge feast for Luciel, insisting he must eat everything. Luciel takes a bite and can't believe it's so good that he devours the entire meal. Afterward, Broad takes him to his room and advises him to get a good rest as he will be busy starting tomorrow. Despite feeling tired, Luciel cannot sleep. So, he decides to use this time to practice his healing magic and improve his mastery. The next day, Broad gives him another feast for breakfast and introduces him to Gulgar, who is a wolfman and the guild cook. He gives him a drink, which tastes awful but it will enhance his abilities for 6 hours. It's like a temporary XP boost that can help him level up faster. Determined to become stronger, he chugs it all down and decides to call it Substance X. During training, Luciel struggles to land a hit on Broad, but Broad motivates him to keep going. He goes harder on him, launching several punches and telling Luciel to get up, otherwise he will die against weak monsters. Their training is interrupted when a cat girl seeks healing. She asks if it's true that it doesn't cost anything, and Luciel heals her wound. She is glad that he healed her wound and mentions that she will come back to him again when she gets hurt. Looks like Luciel has another candidate for his harem. The party leader remarks that Luciel is a good guy, and is also impressed by how he can handle Broad's training. While he returns to his room, he feels that he is being watched. The next day, he confronts Broad about it, who admits that they were worried he might run away. Luciel mentions the contract he made with Broad and reassures him. He warns that if he catches anyone watching him again, he will make Broad drink the Substance X. During the next training, Luciel is asked to hit a target with a stone, but he throws it like a little kid and misses every time, making Broad furious. As the weeks pass, Luciel's daily Substance X cups becomes bigger, and he gains popularity as a healer. The contract period ends, and Luciel mentions that he needs to pay for his healer guild fees to continue being a healer. Broad pulls out a bag of coins and gives it to him, as a reward for training for a whole month and saving adventurers' lives. Luciel decides to accept it and heads out to pay his fees. He promises to return and train harder. Luciel visits the Healers Guild and pays the fees for a whole year. Monica questions his decision, warning that by doing so, he might have to pay the fee again if he increases his healer rank. However, Luciel assures her that he isn't concerned about his rank as his primary focus is on becoming strong enough to be independent. Luciel then returns to the Adventurers Guild, where Broad warmly welcomes him back. He was waiting there for him the entire time. This guy is seriously obsessed with Luciel. Upon being teased by Nana, Broad pretends that he was merely passing by and playfully asks her to renew Luciel's adventure card. Luciel is shocked that they didn't seek his permission, but Broad ignores his concerns and drag him to the training hall, and tells him that he don't need to worry about the contract. Following an intense training session, Luciel enjoys a hearty meal. Broad presents Luciel with a book on a low-level holy magic as a gift for coming back on time. Luciel initially feels as though they're treating him like a child, but Broad explains that healers require both a healing spell and a detoxification spell to be considered true healers. Grateful for their support, Luciel pledges to train even harder. Gulgar arrives with more Substance X, and Luciel prepares himself for the challenge. Broad and Gulgar are astonished as Luciel swiftly drinks it down, vowing to get his revenge on Broad within a year by surpassing him. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.